Oh, hi EC fandom! I wanted to do a live reaction to the show. I have it right in front of me in my TV. But unfortunately, I didn't know that YouTube doesn't let you start streaming until 24 hours after your first request. What gives? I don't have that many followers, like 47 followers. But thank you for the views. 3,300 and something views. I'm humbled by your reaction. I'm talking over José Carlos Malat and probably Nungol P, our Eurovision narrators. So this will sound a little bit confusing. I decided, since I'm not doing a live, and since I have to record this locally, to save my hard drive as much as I can. I'm just doing this straight on the Mac with this really crappy camera and microphone. I could have used the phone, but it would be too much hassle again to set all this up. But yeah, my plan was to do a live. So yeah, I'm just going to do this little intro, then I'll stop the recording, and then I'll just react to the performances. Gotta save my hard drive, my SSD. As much as I enjoy watching TV shows, I mean, it's Eurovision, you're all seeing the same as I am. The important thing are the songs. Many of them I haven't seen them yet. I have no idea what style they are even. Some of them I listened to some snippets. Well, I mean, obviously I've paid more attention to the first semifinal because, it's the same as ours. So I caught those supercuts and some reactions to them. But yeah, let's see how long this takes. If it's taking too long, I'm going to stop it. If not, I'm going to let it roll. Oh, by the way, some sad news today. This very famous Brazilian singer, Rita Lee, just passed away. So, pour one out for her. She was very ahead of her time. Another feminist and a rocker, as our narrators were saying. Yeah, just got the news on social media, on live news. So, to our Brazilian cousins, brothers, yeah, my heart goes out to them. Well, first off, I thought about this. If I have some time, a little bit of background on me. Oh, they are already beginning. I am both a music student and a design student and teacher, which means that I have both sides. I can react to both the music side of things and the visual side of things. And now we have Norway's postcard. Let's see. So, we start out in Liverpool, I believe. No, in Norway. Yeah, I think they're doing some intercuts between the host country and the contestant. I've heard something about Kiev when someone was reacting to Mimicat's postcard. So maybe there will be some Ukrainian cities on here as well. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see Alessandra, Queen of Kings. She screams a bit. I don't love her timbre. I think it's too... It's very... kind of dark, but I don't know, not in a beautiful contralto way. Okay, nice intro. Nice use of lighting. Okay. Seems confident. I mean, she has this, like, what do you call it, Dragon Ball Z, the Space Forces or whatever it was called in English. I'm not the biggest fan. Also looks a bit plasticky. I don't know. And that gold looks fake. Sorry for the comparison with our contestant, but that Vienna heart, that is the real deal. That is gold, not whatever Alessandra is wearing. So, okay. The song is more varied than I expected. It has a bit of a build-up until the chorus. Not bad. You know, her voice sounds too stadium-y, you know, like when you're in a football stadium, like, oh, that kind of vocal range kind of thing. You know, I'm not the biggest fan. Sorry, Alessandra. She looks confident and nice. Well, did he just take off her cape? Okay, some theatrics. Not bad. I mean, but you know, credit where credit's due. It's nice screen voice. It's not easy, like you know, for female singers to really go on this deeper range, and she clearly has range. So I don't think it's forced. You know, it's not forced. It's probably a true range. Doesn't feel forced. It's just the way it's you know. Oh, she has range. That note. Okay, she did a good falsetto right there. Very nice, Alessandra. Very nice. Respect. I can respect my colleagues. As I was saying before, I studied music. I studied for 5. No, actually, it was just 4. I studied for 4 years in the Instituto de Gregoriano de Lisboa, Gregorian Institute of Lisbon. I never studied Gregorian chant, but it was an option there. It was an optional subject later on for advanced students. And so there was Gregorian chant and Latin, also acoustics, analysis and composing techniques. So we had all these options, and I never even went to acoustics. I was enrolled in acoustics. So yeah, Malta's the busker are on the beach. This is probably in Malta. You know, these beaches, they actually look kind of Portuguese. it's like the Mediterranean look. They seem happy. They seem nice people, happy people, always nice to see. They have the problem with the seating. The same problem we avoided by getting rid of the couch. Okay, they have visuals and cutouts. That is a busy production. I mean, people have to really like and respond to this. Setting this up on the stage should be a mess. I don't think I like the way he bumps into the cutouts and they just wobble. It looks kind of unprofessional. Sorry guys, I mean, it's cheeky, but at least don't bump into them. Either don't bump into them or really bump into them. Because otherwise you're in the uncanny valley of intentionality. That thing I always tell my students about not going the extra mile, you know, just staying halfway there. We have sex with an A, sax. We have sax, which is always works, you know. Okay, so the car is just a small part of the staging. Okay, I think they may pull it off, you know, with this option. They have scenes, respect, and they have a couch. Well, plagiarism much? Yeah, they were brave enough to bring a couch, but it looks IKEA. But great LED work on the back. I mean, as you noticed, I've not been commenting much on the song, and that is not a good thing. You know? Yes, okay, it's good that that I'm. Is that a pink kitty with green lasers coming out of its eyes? Well, They're really leaning on the meme culture, uh, but then we'll have Bejba, like the Polish Blanca, not the other Blanca with a C, whom I like, the Spanish one. Well, I mean, okay, nice use of color. They do look like the Eurovision colors this year. So, it's a bit too much on brand, in my humble opinion. The sax line isn't terrible, but oh, nice harmony there. Really nice. Listen to it. Very, very good tension right there. I like that cadenza. I was about to talk about that. I never studied third grade of music theory, so I never learned this part. I learned it by consistent exposure, you know. Now, Samo Nespava, is it the name? Samo Nespava? I don't know the name by heart, the Serbian song name. Okay, so they went to Lviv, which is not too hard for Serbians. This is a good sign. I mean, Serbia has been in the geopolitical side of things. They have been a little bit, I wouldn't say pro-Russia, but it's nice to see them making reference to Ukrainian sculpture. Now I got the word right, not sculptor. Sculptor is our Joana Vasconcelos. She's a sculptor. You know, I forgot to brain the other day. Okay, Samo mi se spava. Sorry, Serbian fans. Samo mi se spava. I haven't read the lyrics. I know nothing about this, so it sounds like Nine Inch Nails. Da, 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 da. I love Nine Inch Nails. It does sound like Nine Inch Nails, but it sounds a little bit too much like Nine Inch Nails, guys. I know it's not gonna sound like Nine Inch Nails later on, but you know, I caught some glimpses of this in someone's top something, top 10 or whatever. Now it no longer sounds like Nine Inch Nails, and it sounded very pop, metal, electro kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if I'm a fan. I don't hate it though, but pretty sure it's danceable, but a little bit on the slow side. I know some friends, I mean, I would love to show them this video and say, tell me with a straight face you don't like this. There's a good friend of mine who's a DJ, Sara Silva, aka Taishan. Shout out to her, even though she didn't lend me any equipment, any gear. And she positively hates Eurovision, and she says, "Oh, it's all plastic. It's all plastic music." And I always told her I'm not as much of a fan of the musical side of things, so much as I'm a fan of the socio-cultural phenomenon, you know, and its importance to the LGBT community, of which I'm not a part of, but you know, I try my best as an ally. It's not up to me to say whether I'm a good ally or not, or whether I'm an actual ally or not. But yeah, and I think it's interesting for all those reasons and more. You know, there's also the political side of things, the geopolitical side of things. I'm very much into European politics, and yeah, I like the tea. You know, I've only learned yesterday about the Belarusian ban in 2021. Like, they made 2 attempts to push through, and I've read the lyrics, and you know, I wouldn't say it's a stretch to say that they were political, but it's probably the combination of the whole context. You know, the artists that were barred from participating, and the other artists that were handpicked, and you know, and they were kind of sketchy, and the lyrics were kind of sketchy. They are kind of sketchy. I mean, okay. Nurgulpin says, I think he's Nurgulpin, he says, this is a name to keep track of. Oh, Latvia. Oh shit, fuck, I even lost my... These guys I want to see. I'm going to shut up for Latvia. I'm going to shut up for Latvia. I'm a great Radiohead fan, Deus fan, you know, like all sorts of European indie bands. These guys are the closest to the genre of music I listen to daily, and I praise the Latvian public and jury. I don't know, I haven't seen the breakdown, or if they were handpicked by like an internal selection or something. These guys are good. That beat, that voice, it's... Yeah, I really like this song. I've seen it, I've listened to it a couple of times. It was enough. I'm a fan. It's pure Radiohead, this beat. I mean, this beat is Radiohead. But the mixture... I don't know what this reminds me of. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit. Just enjoy this little ditty. Nice riff. It's a nice riff. Kind of simple. Bass. Straight to the chorus. That's the problem with Eurovision. It's hard to do proggy stuff in 3 minutes. The guitar is post-rock. You know, the guitar is post-rock. There is a lot of genres going on in this song. I mean, vocally, he's not a beast. Okay? But they're having fun. People, they're having fun on that stage. I mean, they look convincing. You know? Nice use of lights, by the way. I mean, it's, you know, sudden lights. And then we have Portugal. And then I'm gonna go into complete blackout. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna use my iPad as a little mirror. A little black mirror, if you will. Actually, I could turn on the camera. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this as a little camera. Yeah, sure, why not? I think I'm gonna use it as a camera, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna use my iPad as a camera so you can see Mimicat while I see Mimicat. I'm not even gonna record it. I'm just gonna use the... You can see Southern Lights, right? You know, talk about a low-budget production. I'm gonna hold... Let's just test it a little bit. Ah! This doesn't really work very well. But, oh yeah, I think we can get a little shot of... Can I turn it down a little bit? Yes. So we're gonna see a little bit of Mimicat on my screen. They are already getting excited. Oh, we have a break. We have a little break. I can talk a little bit, or maybe we don't want any commercial breaks. I'll have to be very attentive to this. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep this rolling because, to be honest, I don't want to miss a bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the commercial break going, but with a lower volume. You know? It's good that I have some oral more advanced warning that the show is about to resume. By this time, there's going to be a rap. You know, some rapping. from what I've heard, the audience at Liverpool is being rewarded with this, I don't know, I mean, this rap interlude that wasn't going all too well yesterday. So yeah, some thoughts on the show. This is going extremely fast. I mean, we kind of lose track of time. 3 minutes. For me, a music fan, I like prog. I like prog acts. You know, I love prog acts and like Porcupine Tree, or even weirder stuff. So like Mr. Bungle, you know, really weird stuff. And for me, 3-minute pop songs are a bit on the boring side, if I must be completely honest with you. That's why I do not consider myself an Eurovision fan. I will never be a, like, what do you say, a pure, absolute Eurovision fan. It's impossible. It's impossible. And oh, okay, these are already the sponsors. Okay, we're back. We're back. We are back. We are back. Poo! Lila! Poo! Lila! Poo! Okay, let's just yeah, let's try this. Let's go for Mimicat.
Bom, e já estamos de volta nesta altura à RTP1, estivemos também na rádio e vamos continuar, seguimos em frente, os nossos corações estão a bater muito.
Yeah, they're working the phone booth. Oh, they still have the phone booth gag. Okay, so you know, it seems that we are still getting. I cannot zoom on this thing. Oh, maybe I could zoom on the screen. I know some tricks, you know. Oh, what am I doing? Well, wait a second. Yeah, I can actually zoom on the screen. It's playing with my iPad. Let's see if I can actually adjust it a little bit. You like my tricks? Do you like my very advanced editing tricks? Screw OBS! Who needs OBS when you have an old 11-year-old iPad? Actually, I should I hope nobody interrupts me. You know, I don't think anybody will interrupt me. They are happy. First, let's see our postcard. Ukraine. So we have some images from St. Sophia's Cathedral in Kiev. But I don't think they went there. They are just making some comparisons between churches. Okay, so, and now they have the Pantheon. Pantheon was never a church. You know, the National Pantheon? It was Basílica de Santa Ingrácia, or Igreja de Santa Ingrácia. It never became a church. It's now a cenotaph for Portuguese, important Portuguese figures, political and artistic figures. Even Eusébio, she worked in real estate and she composed the song in 5 minutes. That's insane. Okay.
Ai coração, força Mimicat.
Que não me deixas em paz, não me dás sossego, não me deixas capaz. Tenho a cabeça e a garganta num nó que não se desfaz e nem assim tu tens dó. Sinto-me tanta cada dia pior. Já sei coisas que sabia de cor.
Clapping. They are clapping. Yeah, work the crowd. Yep, that's what we want. Little wink. I mean, her. Wow. Well, actually, the white background works, basic as it may be. Perfect camera work. She got the camera wrong. Love the oops moment. I mean, she changed the vocal line a little bit. I just can't resist singing. Ah shit, I'm not even focusing on this. Okay, the red carpet absolutely works. It's insane. The crowd is going absolutely wild. I mean, let's see the focus memes. I want to see the focus memes. Don't fail the high note. Nailed it! Well, I mean, my iPad is dying. Nailed it! Absolutely nailed it! I'm gonna shut this down because this is too confusing for my poor little heart and brain. Nailed it! I mean, look, she missed the first note. I mean, one of the first notes was a bit of a miss, okay, but she was a bit nervous. I think she was more nervous, yeah. I mean, but you know, considering the weight on her shoulders and all the crazy, you know, all the hubbub around the whole show, I think she handled it pretty well. You know, it's well, you know, our narrators are not too worried about it. I mean, they are very professional. Let's go and see Ireland. You know, let's see. His gold. All these goals. He also looks nervous, like a deer in the headlights. He seems happy about the public, though. The public is being very cooperative today. You know. I don't think it will qualify. I mean, let's see how this goes. Very flashy, very golden. I'm not saying this to toot my own horn as a Portuguese musician. I really do think that Mimicat deserved more from FTP and BBC and the EBU. Kind of bland, kind of generic, I don't know. We are one. Kind of generic message. Even the colors on the stage floor, you know, are kind of the same as the ESC 2023 branding. I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. The vortex is gonna be swallowed by the stage, by the satellite stage. Oh, was that a hand? Slightly creepy. I don't know if I like this staging. I think I'm gonna like the, what's the song? Not Czech Republic. Yeah, Czech Republic. I think more than Croatia. I mean, I think the Croatian song is has an interesting concept, but it's both a bit too over the top and vocally, I mean, it's not there, you know. It's not really there. Yeah, fireworks. Salvador had some choice words about pyrotechnics. You know, you can see the fireworks in my glasses. Yeah, you know, it's flashy. RTE has some moolah to spend. It must be all that tax evasion. No, I'm not a fan. It's too exaggerated. I mean, tonight we are one, and tomorrow we're no longer one. I mean, it's
Mas olha, sabes quem concorreu este ano à final do irlandesa?
okay.
Foi o antigo vocalista dos Sex Pistols, o John Lennon.
Now we have Croácia. Mama SG?
Bom, e agora uma das canções, como tu dizes, mais disruptivas, ou pelo menos
Disruptive songs.
é a canção da tratora, e tudo isto tem...
Da tratora. Disruptive song, according to
da cena punk croata,
Portuguese narrator extraordinaire, José Carlos Malato. Punk. Okay, they have the punk side of it. I mean, okay, so they are punk singers and they decided to make a pop act. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, it's just... Yeah, he's wearing a pink suit. This is so camp. Extremely camp. I've got to respect that. I mean, it's very Eurovision, you know, like, yeah, it's cheeky, puts a smile on your face. I mean, is it gonna appeal to the wider audience? If it doesn't qualify, it will be a shock non-qualifier. But ooh, the intro is good. It's very punk, the intro. But then it's pop, you know, like... That's what I like about the Latvian entry. It really is indie pop. Great LED work that we knew. You know the thing with the people dancing behind? I kind of expected kind of something like this from Mimicat with lots of dancers, like a can-can kind of thing. You know, if you wanted to go full cabaret, that would be the approach. So I've seen at least 2 acts nailing stuff that we just, you know, we just gave up on. But it would be more extra camera work, it would be more... Oh, I hadn't heard this. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, this is more my thing than I expected. It's 3 effing songs in one. How many modulations do we have already? At least 3 keys. Like 3 main chords. Like the chord progression on this thing is insane. Okay, now we have the same chorus kind of thing. There's interesting harmonies going on there. Sounds almost kind of like Arcade Fire. I mean, what the hell is this? But I don't hate it. The what the hell, I mean, what the hell is this? In a good way. This part in lyrical terms, in singing terms, is actually better. Nice guitar, nice riff. Kind of simple, but you know. But too short. I mean, it's very short. How can you, again, how can you do prog in 3 minutes? Apparently, like this. And it comes out a bit messy. A bit messy and a bit too quick for my taste. There's not enough time to... And look, listen, and I like Mr. Bungle, I like Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum, I like Igor, Igor. I always like to say Igor. The R, let the R roll. I like, what else do I like? I don't know, I mean, weird stuff. John Zorn. Everything by Mike Patton, it's not just Mr. Bond. I got like really, really weird stuff. REO Avant-Prog, that's the name of the genre. Rock in Opposition / Avant-Prog. The name itself is very pedantic, but it is what it is. I mean, that's the genre. I didn't create, didn't come up with the name. It's REO Avant-Prog. It's my favorite genre. Let's see, Remo Forer with his water gun. I think he's a young fellow, right? Yeah, I think so. Not sure. Is he the young fellow? Nice staging, yeah, nice visual effects. Nice crooner voice, but still not quite there. I think he's going too low. The projection? He has too much air in his voice. I don't think it works. See, now, here, he's more comfortable, but he sounds just like a regular singer. Not bad, good vocals. But if you're not comfortable with a lower registry, don't go there. Unless you are really good at making the most of it, I wouldn't do what he did. Let's see if there's another verse with low notes, with a low register. See, good choice on not going back there again. He's much more comfortable in this register. And I don't know if Remo himself composed the song. I wasn't paying attention to the you know, lyrics and music by. But I mean, you have to be careful about register. Register is key. Haha. I make joke. Like, why did Salvador win? I would say the reason is twofold. I'm not a fan of the lyrics on Amar pelos dois, but I think the reason he won, or the two reasons why he won, were because first off, he has a great voice, and second, his sister composed the song for him. They've been singing together, and they always tell the story, singing in the car since they've been little kids with their parents. So she knows, she followed his career even before he had a career to speak of, and she knows her vocal range, you know. So she composed a song, a bespoke song, specifically for him, for her brother, with all the perfect range and all the right flourishes and inflections and phrasing and whatnot. That's why it works so well. It's like a tailor-made suit. His suit didn't fit him because he had like this metal heart pump kind of things keeping him alive. So his suits didn't fit him. So he had to wear oversized suits. But the song fit him like a glove. You know, in all regards. Remo, I'm sorry, you went too low for your own good. Israel, okay. I mean, I haven't seen any of it. I've heard something unicorn. There's something. Maybe the song is called Unicorn, or it has something to do with unicorns. I don't know. I mean, the only unicorns I root for are the Scottish. Electropop, dançable electropop? Meh. Ai. Meh. I mean, if this is what we have in store, Israel, you can do better. You can absolutely do better. Or more interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'll try to appreciate it for what it is. some orchestration, not bad as an intro. This is David Bowie. No, wait. Like, are you effing kidding me? How much of a vocal line can you lift off of a classic without it being considered plagiarism? We are really, really flying close to the sun here. Bowie fans are gonna eviscerate her if they haven't, like, and maybe many of them, they don't follow the Eurovision, which is weird. I mean, Bowie was as queer as it gets, so I mean, Bowie could have wiped the floor clean with everyone else and win this thing more than ABBA. I mean, with all that glam that he had. But I mean, I cannot go, like, I cannot look past that. And you cannot hit people with a. You cannot hit people with such a blatant. Sorry, I mean, I can't. I just, I shut down, and it could be the best song ever, but from that point onwards, I would be like, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say outright disqualification, but to do this in a televote only semi is insanity. It's insanity. If she doesn't qualify because of that, I won't shed any tears for her. Not really. No, I don't care much for dancing at this moment. I mean, she can dance, but this is not a dance contest. Much like opera isn't theater, even though it has theater. You don't pay a ticket to the opera for the staging. The staging, even though it's like the Gesamtkunstwerk, like the complete work of art, you don't go there for the staging. You go there if the voices are good. Like, if the staging is great but the voices are complete crap, you don't go to that opera. If you read the reviews and they say, oh, this sounds like crap, you're not going. It could be the best staging in the world. Same thing goes for Israeli contestant here. Like, just people, don't plagiarize. It's not cool. It's not cool. That was David Bowie's Life on Mars. Life on Mars, right? Yeah. I mean, well, breathe, Johnny, breathe. Just cool down. Let's go and listen to Moldova. I've heard good things about it. Beautiful postcard, by the way. Very rural, very down to earth, literally. They look happy as well, with some probably traditional woolen garbs. And let's see. Let's see, Romanian instead of Moldovan. I think it was almost the same language. I mean, what do I know? Sideways shot, okay. Looks confident. But here's the thing, it kind of reminds me of last year's entry, by Kalush Orchestra. Very ethnic. Well, it doesn't have the rap element, I believe, or does it? I know that there's one of them that it's the Czech Republic one. I think that one has a bit of rap. This is a testament to just how good and catchy the song is. I've watched this just a few times and I know the chorus by heart. I predict this thing is going to be used as a intro or outro for lots of reaction videos in ESC videos. Yesterday I caught one that had Telemovish, that beautiful instrumental part, really weird instrumental part. I didn't even recognize it, but it sounded so Eurovision-y and ethnic and all this, even though it was from Portugal. So this one is going to be a classic, even if it doesn't qualify. I mean, it can fail miserably in the final voting, the semi-final voting. It may even not qualify. But this flute and this, it's good. It's good. It's kind of generic, you know. That's kind of what makes it work as nice background music, like world music for. This would be great for like a commercial, like I don't know, for something. Romanian tourism, or not Romanian, sorry, Moldovan tourism, you know. But it has the electro element. I think every delegation, every contestant is a little bit too afraid of not having like even Mimicat to some extent, even us this year, like our song is danceable, except not in this way. That's why I find it commendable, let's put it this way. He has good stage presence, I'll give him that. They have choreo, maybe not as tight as ours and some others I've seen. Yeah, I get what they said. Well, someone said that this was too in-your-face ethnic, a little bit too over the top. I don't think it is. In hindsight and looking at those horns, and on stage, it kind of looks a little bit more subdued. Oh, it's competing with us for the red vibes.
Espetacular esta noite aqui em Liverpool. Fazemos agora uma pequena pausa e voltamos já.
Yeah, like Mulatto is just announcing the break, saying that it's like spectacle. It's like awesome. I tend to agree. I mean, it's we have seen good entries, no failures, no like outright miserable moments. I mean, I don't know. I think from a blooper perspective, I think Mimicat is the only one who did like. But then again, I mean, I know her act very well. I know the song by heart, and I even know I've listened to a lot of the interviews, and I knew that. Just shut down the volume. And I've heard that she was very concerned about. Oh, you can see the infrareds. And I've heard she was a bit concerned with the camera angles and the camera activations, like which camera was active. She said it's really hard to see from the stage where the cameras actually are, and it showed. I mean, they missed a few cues. But you know what? I don't think it's a big deal if they are caught looking at the audience and not looking at the camera. Honestly, I couldn't care less. The important thing is when the camera is focused on her face, really focused on her face, that she looks happy. And someone said that she looked kind of mad, like me, at some point of the song. No, that's just her stage energy. But she probably got the memo, and someone told her that, and she was a little bit more at ease in Lisbon in all her performances, and even on the pre-parties. But like there was no pressure. I mean, she was just enjoying herself and having fun. Here, she was a little bit more under pressure, and yeah, she wasn't too like as relaxed as she was. But on the key moments, the really important moments when she really has to do that, the fun parts of the song. And if you watch my video about the lyrics, there we have it, you know there are some key moments where, some cheeky moments where she really has to smile. She automatically smiles just from the lyrics she's singing, you know, and you can't help but smile with her. If you know Portuguese or if you know the lyrics, wink wink, watch my translation and my video. Okay, now we have Lorraine. I've heard Alicia Michelle call her Lorianne. She's Lorianne.
E agora vem mostrar
Or Loreen? I don't know.
Loreen tem origem
I should know.
e é uma conhecida
I mean,
ativista a favor da inclusão e da representatividade
respect for
de pessoas de todos os géneros
Loreen.
e de todas as cores. Porque estamos na zona
Respect for
leste,
her.
mais alta,
Yeah, obviously she's the almost like the token diversity contestant. Not saying that she's token in the sense that she's not good enough to be there. No, that's not what I mean to say. It's not a quota filling thing. I do think she's talented. There's no doubt about it. She is a talented woman. Talented, hardworking woman. I just don't love her song or her voice. I mean, it's nothing to do with her as a person, or Sweden as a country, or the fact that she already won, even though, you know, there's the sandwich. Let's see how it works on television. I'm open to... Looks small, but they know that they have to have a very narrow field of view. Lot of air in her voice. Nothing against her, not against it, not in this range, but she does have the range. She has more range probably than Campbell. Her voice is better today. I didn't like the snippets I heard from the rehearsal. She sounds more in tune today, or at least more there, you know. And I mean, in a way, that's all that counts. It's you know, the semi-final performance. Yeah, they are really leaning on the close cuts. But here's the thing, it's just her. There's no stage, and here we have the little unboxing. SVT, you really screwed up. As soon as this opens up, you can see just how tiny the little thing is. They cut it just short of it looking even more ridiculous. You know? They don't let you see the base. If you saw the base, you would think, looks like a box. Like, as I say, an Amazon package / IKEA box / Minecraft chest / Panini grill. Some of these ideas were original, others were stolen. I think the Panini grill is not... It wasn't me who said it, but the Minecraft chest wasn't either. I saw a GIF. Oh yeah, there is. It's ridiculously small. Don't show it. It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing, guys. Don't show. God, it looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. Karya has like these stacked pallets that put that thing to shame. He's gonna eat her for lunch. You know, figuratively speaking. I don't want you to make any weird inferences from my comments. I'm not convinced. Competent, but meh.
Que já estão diretamente apurados para a grande final. Bom, e agora vamos para uma coisa totalmente diferente.
I'm not a fan.
É verdade.
Monty Python.
E agora para algo completamente diferente.
Now for something completely different.
Vamos até ao Azerbaijão.
Azerbaijan.
A canção chama-se Tell Me More.
Let's see, I mean, we liked Dihaj, you know, our jury voted heavily for Dihaj. I mean, look, these camera crews, they really did good work here. They picked views from Ukraine, and they did cross shots with views that looked kind of similar in the UK and then in the host country. I should see these shots with more attention. I mean, it really is a special Eurovision. It really is, and from a visual standpoint, from a camera work and scouting, you know, this is a miracle in scouting. Hats off to whoever did this. Maybe the BBC in cooperation with the national hosts and with the UAPBC. Very, very good work on the postcards. Okay, black and white and split screen. Oh, but it is so... It's lovely, but is it for Eurovision, guys? Like, I like it, you know? It sounds good. It's kind of mellow. And he doesn't have the vocal energy. Oh, guys. You have a gorgeous song, but you're gonna be eviscerated. Here's the thing. Like, take it from us. Yeah, the platform is tiny as well. The platform suffers from the same problem as Lorene's, except worse. As for the rap kind of thing, it lacks energy. You'd have to be much faster. And the Czech girls are gonna not Czech girls, because they are from different countries from what I've read. The Czech contestants, or the contestants for Czechia, for Czech Republic, are gonna eviscerate you at your own game. Sorry. It's beautiful. Like, look, lots of respect for the Azerbaijanis. In Portuguese we say Azeris. I don't know how to say the patronymical, no, denonymical. Denonym, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, lots of respect for the Azerbaijani jury and public, or whoever picked this. It's brave to send such an entry. The staging is not too bad. Well produced. I mean, clearly there was more investment than even us. Yeah, the split screen works. They're twins. Twins? Just brothers. Yeah, well, you know, harmonies. If you have two singers, interesting editing work. Is it enough though? Just good editing work and good live editing work. You see, like, the ideas are there and are good. No. Yeah, I mean, you have a high point followed by a low point in 3 minutes. Either you have two of them, or it's like a beautiful, beautiful thing. Like, even like Amar pelos dois, it tapered off. But yeah, I mean, the audience likes it. You know, respect. But oh, now we have Czechia. I'm not too sold on the bubblegum dresses though. I mean, it's probably. I'm nothing against it. I mean, and it's probably going to be an interesting contrast between the subdued bubblegum look, pink bubblegum look, and the high energy song. I do know about the song. I mean, I know it's a feminist song about them all being like sisters in arms, and it's yet another anti-Putin, anti-Russia song, and well, you know, EBU being the EBU, songs cannot be political unless the fans are okay with it. And I mean, I have no problem with that. You know, politics is politics. It's a matter of democracy and majority rule. So my sister's crown. I think it's going to be good. So. haven't heard it yet, or the full thing. And they have the effects behind. Very cheap effect. One thing that I don't like on the LEDs, lots of moire patterns. TVs are getting too good for this. Too high of a resolution. It's horrible. Oh god, it's horrible on close. Oh god. BBC skimped on the LEDs. I don't even have a 4K TV. Mine is HD. It's catchy. The the chorus section. The stage looks a bit oppressive, but I think that's the point. You're probably talking about jailed people, jailed women or something. This is what I meant. This woman has as much energy as a Jolande Visser from The Antwoord. It kind of reminded me of it, maybe, I don't know, maybe Czech sounds a bit like Afrikaans. I don't know, but it kind of reminded me of Jolande. Yeah. Oh, there's a little change. Okay, I get it. I think they went for a more subdued look for the entire thing, in order not to draw too much attention to them. Let the song breathe. I think it works, and I think this is great. This is a great staging. Yep. Very tasteful. Very well done. I think they're gonna qualify. Oh, the closed fist. Getting activists there. Okay. Those who know. And you know what? They're gonna lose some votes and they're gonna win some votes. There's the fist banging, but the fist closing, that's, wink wink, nudge nudge, no politics at the Eurovision. It's really, really stupid on the DBU part. I mean, I would have told them, like, yeah, we know this is anti-Russia, but tone it down a little bit with the politics. Look, I'm all for it, okay? I don't care, I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of an EBU executive. And I mean, a closed fist is definitely a political symbol. It's a political emblem in lots of parties still in Europe. So, I mean, the banging fists, all for it. But the closing fist, some people are gonna hate that. But I mean, I respect them for that. It's a very bold move. Let's see the voice. Netherlands. They were also demolished, eviscerated by the Dutch public. That's horrible. I mean, doing that to the artists. Slight trembling in the voice. No, don't do unison if you're not. Yeah. We can barely hear her. Good falsetto. Good falsetto on her too. Not bad. But I mean, is it gonna make it? Or is it cursed by, a general hatred from their own hosts? I mean, look, I think it's discussing what the Dutch broadcaster did with them. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, RTP didn't give enough support to Mimicat, I think. but at least they didn't like disown her or something like. Oof. It's not that hard of a note to get. I haven't even warmed up. I haven't even warmed up my voice, and I did like a nice taper. It's not ugly, but it's kind of basic as a voice line. It has probably been done before. Just saying. And maybe I'm being very unfair, and this song has lots of fans, and it's very good, but I'm not seeing. Okay, I don't dislike this finale. It's kind of like it envelopes you in sound. It's, as I said, it's not terrible. The backing track is nice. It's not terrible, but yeah. I mean, Nuno Galpin is not completely convinced, as he said. Now we have Kárja. Kárja is gonna like beat us with his rhythm stick. Like I can't even. I know. I mean, I know what the act is like. There's this unboxing, a literal unboxing. At least they hone it, and a human centipede kind of thing. This guy is completely crazy and wholesome at the same time, which I find it's a lovely combination. There's lots of metalheads like that, and I think this is a very Finnish thing, to be kind of crazy and at the same time kind of wholesome. I enjoy, you know, the hydraulic press channel from Lauri, and it used to be Annie, now it's Anna because they divorced. And like it's a great YouTube channel because the guy is crazy and kind of wholesome at the same time. You know, he blows up stuff with dynamite, but then he had cats, and his ex-wife had like these, Play-Doh, cute Play-Doh dolls that they smashed with the press. I mean, there's this tension. Finland has this. It's probably gonna win. I mean, it's either this or Spain, I guess. I mean, look, it's contagious. I would dance to this if I was in some party. It's cheesy, it's corny, it's completely stupid and fun, and the dancers, they're on par with ours. I would say that it would be interesting to see them do a joint venture. It's catchy, even though it's basic as hell. Oh, it's not yet. It takes a long time to develop to the chorus. I didn't expect it to be this long. It's still so much happening on that stage, you know. Great dancing. Whoa! Now comes the cheesy part. You know, like the really cheesy Euro pop stadium kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. This guy's completely nuts. They did go for the human centipede. No, it's like a worm! I don't get it. And it's probably gonna wipe the floor clean with everyone else. His voice is not great now though. I mean, Karya, you could sing a little bit better. You could do some more vocal exercises. Nobody will care about whether his voice is on point or not. Nobody will care. It's just the energy on stage. And look at their faces. Those teeth, like they are white as lighthouses. Actually, are they wearing teeth guards? I think so. Maybe I think they are wearing teeth guards. They are! They are wearing teeth guards. That's why they look so creepy. My goodness, these people are crazy. Obviously, I mean, it's gonna be a top 5 or top 3 or something. If it doesn't win, it's gonna be at least like second or third place. It's not gonna be a surprise non-qualifier. It's not gonna be a shock top something. Think upper left corner of the score table, of the scoreboard. Well, now, should I vote? I think I should vote. I think I should vote, and I should vote for. I should vote for Latvia. I'm gonna vote for Latvia. It's not a staging or like Eurovision thing. It's strictly a musical thing. It's bar none my favorite song. Bar none. And the only one I would, you know, 20 votes. That's like 7, that's 14 euros. I'm not gonna spend 14 euros on this thing. I think I'm gonna give 2 votes to Latvia. Yeah, I'm giving Latvia 2 votes. That's like €1.40. It's the price of a coffee. Yeah, I really want to see those guys. I mean, maybe they will steal our place. That's the thing. There's a chance that by helping a non-favorite to qualify, us being on a borderline location and maybe having a few rough edges on the performance here and there, failing, you know? But I have to stay true to my personal beliefs and to my taste, you know? So, yes, Latvia. Voting for Latvia. These guys. Congrats, guys. Southern Lights. They've got my vote. Let's see if the snippet plays. Well, I mean, they picked the high notes. They picked the high note, and the high note was good. It's almost just the high note. I mean, it was. She did it better in other performances, I believe. It was a little bit, you know, it could be a little bit cleaner. She's kind of tired. I hope she doesn't give too many interviews, if she qualifies, obviously. Well, I mean, if she doesn't, she will also give interviews. But I hope she saves her voice for the final, if she does qualify. So, I already gave Latvia 1 vote. And I'm going to vote for Latvia again. €1.40. I hope I don't go over my monthly limit. Am I voting? Did I vote? Well, maybe I'm voting 3 times. Oh, I forgot to press dial. Okay, so I just gave two votes to Latvia. And yeah, I think they deserve it. And here's the thing, I mean, even if they don't qualify, here's the thing. Even if they don't qualify, I think they deserve. I think they deserve our vote. I don't want to see them in at the end of the scoreboard, and they won't know that straight away. But come the 13th, Sunday. I think it's Sunday. No, Saturday. Sorry, because it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. On Saturday, after the contest is finished, the scores of all contestants in all performances, both semifinals and the final, will be revealed. So we will all know how much did the audience give, how much the audience gave to each country. So how many points they got from what countries. So I want the Latvian contestants, the band, I want Southern Lights to know that they probably have fans in Portugal. They have fans in Portugal. I'm pretty sure about that. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's the sad thing about Eurovision. Sometimes there are great acts, and the people who, the contestants, the people who are not, the musicians who are not very Eurovision-y, are kind of singing into the void because their potential fans are not watching the Eurovision either. You know what I'm saying? There's a bit of a self-selection bias. It's like Eurovision fans watch the Eurovision. So if you are not Eurovision-y, you're singing to the wrong crowd, and your crowd is not listening to it anyway. So, but there are always the exceptions. And in Portugal, Festival da Canção is very popular. So it means that there's quite a few. There's a lot of non-Eurovision fans watching it anyway. What am I missing? I didn't even listen to the intro. I can also react to the other acts. No, this is a staging. Could be better, but the lower range is great. Probably an earlier contestant from the UK. We'll have contestants from the UK and Ukraine. Probably. I don't know if Jamala will make an appearance. Kalush Orchestra definitely will. Maybe not today, maybe on the grand final, I don't know. I haven't seen the rehearsal plans and all that. Oh, by the way. Oh, okay, this is a... I see what they're doing with this. I see where they are going with this. Yeah, it's a joint act with a Ukrainian artist. Yeah. This is beautiful. Hard to watch, but beautiful. You could call it sublime, I guess. Yeah. Really nice camera work there. Oof. It's yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the reactions. Whoever did this is very good, Yeah, the mobile phone as a door. It's really great metaphor. Really great visual metaphor. Yeah. This is, oh yeah, phones as dominoes. This is very well done. I mean, look, people, this makes up for the show. Like, everyone said, oh yeah, it's such a great show, such a great semi-final. Honestly, I don't see it. So I almost have some morbid curiosity of watching the second semi-final, because this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's, you know, cheesy, but pulling at your heartstrings. And obviously, I mean, you know, credit to the UK. They, after this whole Brexit stupidity, they did pull their weight when it came to supporting Ukraine. I'm not seeing the Portuguese ball there. I'm sorry. No, there it is, a tiny one. You know, very cheesy but very beautiful. Very well done, very well executed. Very political, like EBU rubbing it in Russia's face. It had to be done. I mean, you nice work. Duran Duran, okay, Ordinary World. It sounded familiar, but I wasn't recognizing it. Beautiful, beautiful version, beautiful stage work. Beautiful stage work. Very nice visual metaphors, a little bit in your face, but I mean, you know, this is Eurovision. I think it struck the right balance. Women. I think the presenter on the right, the left, must be Ukrainian. She's probably emotional. She's holding it together. So, respect, very professional. It's not easy. I mean, this crap is not easy. We came straight out of a pandemic, and then Ukraine, which is a country, it's close to our hearts. I mean, we have a lot of Ukrainian immigrants in Portugal. There's also loads of Ukrainian immigrants in the UK and elsewhere in Europe. But I don't know about the other countries. I know there are a lot of them in the UK and a lot of them in Portugal. And we personally know quite a few. Well, always gets me. Here's the thing, we had like, you know, we had a Ukrainian housekeeper work at our place for, I don't know, 10 years or something, and it wasn't just like this, you know, strictly professional relationship. It's not like a servant or anything, you know. Like, she came, she did her work, but sometimes she had lunch with us, and we would chat with her and know about all their, you know, their progress as a country. I remember Halina, that's her name. I remember Halina telling us about her daughters and how they, you know, she bought a flat for one of her daughters, and her daughter got married and whatnot. And like, I mean, all that went out of the window. You know, I think, I don't know, maybe they migrated outside of Ukraine before the war started. We haven't kept contact with them. Well, and then, I mean, look, the Ukrainians are all in all sectors of our society, and their kids are already old enough to be half Portuguese, and our colleagues, like work colleagues. I sang, you know, this is an interesting thing. I sang in an opera in December, you know. So I wanted to say this about Mimicat. I have the utmost respect for singers who also dance on stage. It's harder than it seems. We never got to sing while we were dancing, or dance while we were singing, but we had to move a lot and stop right on cue and on specific spots and sing like on a moment's notice, and listen to our cues and to the orchestra and the other singers. It's it's insane. It's insanely complicated. So this to say, and I know this is a big roundabout way of saying, one of my colleagues was Ukrainian, you know, and like it's, you almost don't know what to say. I mean, a friend of yours or a colleague of yours is sheltered and safely living in a peaceful country like Portugal, and suddenly your home country gets invaded. I mean, how do you even approach the subject? You know. Not only that, we had a half Ukrainian singer and another, like both of them, both girls were from like opposing, well, not the other one, I mean, the other one was half Chinese, but very well established in Portugal, and you know, very cognizant of the fact that we are a democracy, and that flexing her Portuguese citizenship, or I don't know if she has Portuguese citizenship, because I believe Chinese people cannot have dual citizenship, they have to pick one, but still, I mean, if she gets too outspoken, her family may be threatened, so I mean, it's crazy, you know. But just talking about this with people, with both of them, like, it's like, fortunately, yeah, our Chinese colleague was half Chinese colleague, was also very much on board with the European side of things, but it's still very, very awkward. And we actually, it was such an intense moment in December that the opera, it's called Il Viaggio a Reims, you know. Oh shit, I'm a bit tired. By Rossini. It's like basically the story of the coronation of a French king. And the end of the end of the last aria, the closing, the finale, it's like, I'm trying to find the tone, because, you know, we have a singer, I don't even know, is this a Shakira? I have no idea. I mean, it's probably a big act, and I'm paying no attention whatsoever. That's how much I like Eurovision. Viva. Still trying to find the key. I'll get there. I'll let her sing. I don't want to sing over her. Okay, now I get it. Viva il diletto Augusto Regnator. Okay. And then at the end, Viva la Fra, Viva la. I'm not hitting the right note because I haven't warmed up. Viva la Francia, il pro del regnatore. So he says, Viva la Francia, il pro del regnatore. Regnatore is like the regent, or in this case just the king. And he says, Viva is like hooray for France or whatever. And then we finish, Viva la Francia, il regnator. So the opera was supposed to end with Viva la Francia, all hail France, or something. But we, like the maestro and the conductor and the stage manager and the whole team decided to change the lyrics to Francia. They changed it over to pace, peace, in Italian. So we all sang at the great finale of that performance, Viva la pace, il regnator. And viva la pace, il prode regnatore. So we literally changed the lyrics of an opera. You know, it made sense. It just made sense at that point in time in history to change the lyrics of an opera from like the 19th century. You know? And you know, the funny part is that that opera is very European. There's also a Russian character, like the Russian Empire. And there's by the end of that, like right before the end of the opera, before the finale, we sing all the anthems of European countries. Some of them are outdated. God Save the King, I think the Queen was still alive, or maybe she had died a few weeks before, I don't know. Or she would die a few weeks later, I don't know. And then we sang all of those anthems. We also added in the Portuguese anthem from that time, and it was the wrong anthem. You know, it was the wrong anthem. The wrong anthem. I don't know. Now they're joking with the fact that the UK ended up in last place with no points. Poor things. I'm gonna drink some water. I've been talking for a while now. But yeah, that's the thing. We changed that opera a little bit, and Ukraine was a subtle part of it, like a whole hooray for peace, you know, instead of hooray for France. Now they are showing Ukraine's participation. Yeah. It would be nice for them to show the finals on Ukraine, then they would have to show Salvador, but they're not. They are not going to show that. Anyway. Torino. Yep. Now we're going to have Kalush Orchestra in the UK entry. Spaceman ended up in second place. I think it's kind of unfortunate for him, because if it wasn't for the war, maybe the UK would have won last year. You know, maybe Ukraine wouldn't have had this insane voting, like 400 and something points. But I mean, I wish them no ill. Like I think it's a great performance. Slava Ukraina! It's a great performance.
Okay, you win, but you know what? We are very good at talking about the weather.
Very good about talking about the weather. Yeah, well, obviously, they had to. Stop voting, right? Should I? I'm gonna vote for Latvia again. You know what? Let's vote again. I'm gonna give them one last vote. I'm feeling it. Three votes for Latvia. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You know? I I'm really rooting for them to either qualify or, I don't know, to be not too far from the cutoff point. They deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve all the love they can get. You know? Yeah, no, they are hyping Filomena Cautela, our former host. Hey, voted right on time. 3 votes for Latvia. And now Filomena is gonna do the rounds in the green room, I believe. Very popular. I mean, she made a name for herself on this thing. Even Joa Daniela Roy is an actress. She's a Portuguese American actress. She did. It wasn't CSI. It was NCIS, I believe. NCIS something. I don't remember.
O Timur Miroshnichenko, o comentador habitual da França,
He looks aged,
extraordinário,
you know, with the white beard. I have it too. Yeah,
toda a vida
he definitely
na
aged.
Eurovisão. Era um dos 3 apresentadores
He definitely
do
aged a
Festival da
bit.
Eurovisão em 2017, em Kiev, onde lá estávamos, quando nós trouxemos o caneco para casa, não é? É bem verdade. E há um ano eu estava a fazer o comentário num bunker, num abrigo antibomba subterrâneo.
He was in a
em Kiev.
bunker
Vamos ver as
last
imagens.
year.
Aqui está ele.
Gotta love this. Timur reacting to the victory. No, I mean not even us. Like, you know, Malato and Nuno. They didn't react this intensely to our victory. You know, we look almost like the, you know, the UEFA Euro Cup, or they look. Oh! I love seeing happy people about their victories. Yes, definitely. I mean, I'm going to be happy for the winner. It's a waste to send Mimicat in a year like this, with such insanely good entries, and with such a neglectful budget and scheduling, and everything was wrong about our participation on this. Everything but the artist was wrong, you know. And they managed to do a great omelette with 3 eggs, 2 eggs, 1 egg. Sorry, 3 eggs is normal for an omelette. For like 1 egg. What is this? What kind of weird creature is this? I mean, I wonder how long this is going to go for. I'm gonna see the TV guide. Not that I'm bored or anything. I'm kind of bored, but I wanted to cut off the stream. This is already 7.96 gigabytes. That's gonna be a big video. I'm not even gonna edit this. I'm just going to publish it straight to YouTube. No picture-in-picture, no nothing, no editing, nothing. It's gonna be pure, no bleeping either. I mean, I swear a little bit, but I mean, this thing isn't monetized anyway. I don't pretend to be like family friendly or you know, kid friendly, and I don't want my videos to end up as YouTube Kids anyway. So it's probably for the best. I don't give a damn. There's Filomena. Gotta root for her. Filomena, she's a great TV entertainer. Everyone loves Filomena. What is she? What is she doing?
Qualificados e não qualificados. Eles têm de ouvir canções e adivinhar ou recordar se passaram ou não às respectivas finais.
And Mons and Filomena, they are going to do a little quiz about qualifiers and non-qualifiers? Are they answering to a quiz? Holy crap. In 2004, that's when Portugal started going downhill. What do you think they were? I think she knows. If it was Vasco Palmeirim, he would know. Switzerland. PJ Bobo. I mean, this is just filler. And why so much filler if we already have the vote? Oh, they have to process the vote and validate the vote. They don't agree. Oh, Filomena screwed up. she's already regretting this. Yeah. Always happy to see her.
It's a bull.
It's a bull.
We have fire, we have glitter, we have a waterfall.
I would say qualify.
A Ana diz que foi a canção mais estranha que alguma vez viu na Eurovisão. Ela disse que não passou.
No? Did she get it right? She got it right, and Mons got it wrong. she's so intense. Anna Bergendahl. I have no idea who these people are. Like, I only started paying attention to Eurovision when we won, the year when we won, and even then, I mean, I was like, yeah, okay. There's this guy with
Ela diz que passou, ele diz que não passou. Não passou. Ora bem, acabou aqui
how
a
do you call it, with the ponytail?
por isso, mas vai haver
Not
outros
ponytail,
focos na semifinal.
oh god, I
Nós
don't
vamos
even know
fazer
the
uma breve
name.
pausa, voltamos já.
The braided hair, you know, like the very
Aqui vai.
over the top weird. And there was this guy. Oh no, maybe here's the thing. I confuse Eurovision 2017 with Eurovision 2018 a lot because you know when it was here, I was obviously a little bit more invested, but not that much. I remember Dihash. I do remember Dihash with the horse head and all that dark, like almost concrete like wall, and I remember that. The Italians, they had the gorilla suit, right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember the name. The other day I saw the name. If I see the name, I remember it. But I won't remember the performance. I just want to see this end. I want to see if Mimicat qualifies. I want to give you some honest reaction and some predictions for the final. Maybe some assessment. I'm saving it. I have a lot to say about it. I gave you the short of it. But my mood and the way I speak about it will be slightly different depending on the result. If we do qualify, I will still have some choice words about the whole thing, but I will see it as more like a, you know, we dodged the bullet and we scraped by, because I think with tiny imperfections she had on her voice and on the camera work, it's gonna play against her. It's not gonna help her. But I mean, her energy was there, and the short clip was very well picked. It was very favoring. You know, it really represents the song in its best. I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't qualify, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad, and not because of how much I invested in promoting her entry and then trying to help people to understand the lyrics in a more universal language than Portuguese, even though, you know, Portuguese is the fourth most spoken language in the world. So I think we're going to have the Brazilians behind us. We are probably going to get 12 points from the rest of the world televote. I'm really banking on that, because Ireland was kind of weak. There was no Spain. Like, Spain is a big five. They don't get votes on the semis. Yeah, I think we're getting to the end. There won't be that awful, horrible thing like X Factor kind of thing with contestants on the stage being like winners being taken out of the stage or something, or losers. I don't know. They got rid of that. They canned it. So the non-qualifiers will be surrounded by their teams, by their national broadcasters, their dancers, their co-stars, their family. You know, some of them have their closest friends or family. I'm guessing, I don't know, probably Mimicat has her husband. It's just normal, and to take performers out of that comfort zone and put them on stage and shove a camera on their faces and broadcast it for all the world to see, and worse, for it to be saved onto the Eurovision archives on YouTube for everyone to watch over and over again. It's just sad, you know. Wow. Well, okay. I don't know her, but she's probably a former Eurovision contestant. A singer, definitely.
Thank you very much. Now, Alicia,
wow.
Back to you, my friend. Are you ready to rock out? I'm always ready to rock, but Hannah,
she's just flabbergasted.
Moments away from finding out.
Ah, the nerves. 8 point, almost 8 point 8.6 gigabytes. This is eating up at my hard drive, but it's okay.
Hoje vamos conhecer, por exemplo,
I hope the audio is good. It is. It is. I mean, the audio is probably crap, but I mean, who cares?
não?
Oh no! Are we watching performances? We'll have to watch the national performances that are going to vote for us. Here's the thing: we have France, we have Germany, and we have Italy. Do you know what that means?
Mas depois, de repente, qualquer coisa.
Other than the UK, and like UK would be a stronghold for Portuguese votes, but France. Do you have any idea of how many Portuguese immigrants are there in France? I mean, do you have any, like, it's the number is inconceivable. We may get 12 points just from France alone. Germany, not so much. Italy, definitely not so much. But France, So I think we stand a good chance of having at the very least, a clean 24 points. 12 points from Africa and Brazil, and a bit of the US, because we have like cabaret and musicals and people like, you know, Chicago is very American, and that's very Chicago-y, like. And France, well, our here's the thing, that's cabaret, it's also very French, so I think we're gonna get votes from the French public, like French, born, raised and with pure French ancestry, and the Portuguese descendants, even just, you know, just the Portuguese descendants, even those that no longer speak Portuguese, they're gonna vote for that. They are just gonna vote for that. I mean, you know, it's just, call it a hunch. So we shall see when we get to the 13th. Even if we don't qualify, I want to see those 24 points right there. Oh yeah, I haven't told you. There's also another reason for me to vote for Latvia. If we vote for Latvia, that's less votes. Well, I mean, that's not my rationale, because I don't do that kind of thing. But it makes me optimistic that we are not exactly going to help the top ones, and maybe not even the other ones that are on like borderline region like us. You know, Latvia may be maybe the one. But you know, I don't think that. I think Ireland and Croatia, some of them. There was Remo, like from Switzerland. They're not gonna have an easy time in this semi. I think those three, like Croatia, is probably more likely to. Her high note was weak. I don't get the comparisons with Mimicat. Mimicat is better. I like our entry better than the French one. I hadn't listened to Évidemment. Not a fan, sorry. Sorry, Zara? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm probably butchering it. But it's not as bad as saying Ai Curacao. People, it has a cedilla. It's called a cedilla for a reason. It's pronounced like an S. And the tilde is a small N. It's nasal. So, coração. And for anyone still wondering how you pronounce the name of our song, it's Ai Coração. It can also mean São, can also mean saint. São João. My name is John. I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer. I'm not a religious person. I'm an atheist. But as a singer, I had to sing a lot of masses. A lot of masses and magnificats and I don't know, and requiems and Stabat Maters and all that. Stabat Mater, all that kind of stuff. So I had to sing a lot of different liturgical, religious pieces. You know, in the classics as well, like Handel's Messiah. You know the drill. You know, I sang all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I kind of lost myself in my thoughts there. How did I get here with the religion? Oh, with the song, yeah, the saint. An interesting fact, like cultural fact. Mimicat not only has the Vienna heart. I just listened to this the other day, yesterday, I don't know, on a turquoise carpet interview that she has this collar, this collar. No, is it collar? Solar? I don't know the name. There's bracelets, there's anklets, and there's collar. And necklace. Again, I had another brain fart. I could put my little spinning wheel in spectrum loading sound. So she has this necklace where the Vienna heart hangs from, and the necklace. I found this ridiculous, but maybe Mimicat is Catholic. I don't know, maybe she is. And the necklace has Nossa Senhora de Fatima, like Our Lady of Fatima, the one, you know, the Virgin Mary, which appeared to some shepherds in the what was back then not a city, like the village of Fatima. And you know what? I shit you not. On my cultural analysis, I had, you know, when I said it doesn't get more Portuguese than this, I had the glow in the dark Nossa Senhora de Fatima figures. Like they literally glow in the dark. The greenish, like greenish white, or like off green, pastel green, but they glow a very intense green in the dark. They're not radioactive though; they're just plastic. They're made of that special glow in the dark plastic, and like Mimicat has like a whole necklace full of them. And there's more. There's more. And for the believers out there, for the Catholics out there, when Salvador Sobral won, he had his semi-final on May the 9th, and his final, the grand final in Kiev, in May the 13th. Now, May the 13th just so happens to be the day of Our Lady of Fatima, the day when the Virgin Mary, Holy Mary, appeared to the shepherds, you know, or maybe for the first time or for the last time, I don't know. And have you looked at the dates this year? Today is May the 9th. The second semi-final is on May 11th, and the grand final is on May the 13th. So, if we go to the final, it's going to be on May the 13th. And Mimicat has an entire necklace full of Nossa Senhora de Fatima. And then there was this thing with Benfica, the biggest. Unfortunately for me, I'm a Sporting fan. But, you know, it's our rival. Benfica was crowned Portuguese champion on May the 13th. There's more. I'll get there. You know. And there's a strong chance that Benfica may also become champion on this May the 13th. It's ridiculous. I haven't looked at the calendar, like the football calendar. I'm not happy for them, you know. Like, but I mean, we already lost the championship to them. So what can we do, right? You know, it's just life. But there's more, and I mean, this is not so happy because it's part of our story. But we have this thing with the three F's: Fado, Futebol, and Fatima. Fado being our national song style, football being football, and Fatima being Our Lady of Fatima. And in that day, we had the three. We had Salvador as stand-in for Fado. We had football, like our, you know, the end of our championship, an early end to our championship. And May the 13th, which is the day of Our Lady of Fatima. So the stars may be aligning. No, I mean, I don't believe a single thing. Like, I mean, I wouldn't become a Catholic if we won this thing. But I would laugh my ass off if the coincidence came down to this level of fine detail. I don't know if the Portuguese public is so excited about this because of that. I mean, I don't know. Are we superstitious? People, good Portuguese people of Eurovision fandom. Okay, so now we are getting the qualifiers. Croatia did it. What does this tell us? People are going for the visuals and politics. This doesn't suit our interests, but it's not terrible. Like, Croatia was a strong contender. Fingers crossed. 10 places. I'm nervous. Okay. Moldova. Yes, I think it's fair. They did good. They did well. I'm getting really nervous. I hope that if we qualify, it doesn't take too long. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. Oof, I don't like the looks of this. Switzerland qualifying, it's filling in a place that I think would be vital for us. I don't think it has the punch, you know, but still a lot of places to go. I very much want to see the expected ones to be announced. No surprises there. Mulat is saying he's already undressing and all that. He is. He's from Finland. I mean, Finland is very cold, so you know, Liverpool is probably warm by his standards. So chill down, shut up. Malatvi is like rooting for Mimicat. Oh, they are filming us in Sweden. Interesting choice. Well deserved. Well deserved. Czechia. Congrats, Czechia. I like you guys. I liked you guys. Sorority, as they say. Yeah. Yeah, it's well, politics. Politics is doing it for them, which is slightly concerning. Middle of the table, Portugal. Like smack in the middle. That would be awesome. No, not that. He's convinced that Israel is going. Latvia, they're showing Latvia. Israel. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. And I'm not very happy about it. It's the Bowie copy. I don't forget these things very easily. I don't forgive and I don't forget. I don't forget and I don't forgive. I don't know. I'm not impressed. Latvia. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Latvia went in our place. I would be mad at RTP, but not at Latvians. Not by any. Yes! Tome! Sorry, I had to like that. That came straight from the heart. That was a football moment, guys, people. That's like when our national team scores a goal. Yes! RTP, you screwed up royally, and Mimicat scraped by and saved this thing. Just by sheer force of will. Just by being the stage beast, stage animal that she is. My goodness. Like, I think I like this progression. To have Portugal be announced ahead of Sweden. Like, do they steal our thunder? Yeah, just by coming after us. Everybody expected Sweden. I mean, it's SVT, it's Melfest, it's Lorient. Well, I mean, now I'm rooting for Latvia. Now I'm rooting for Latvia. Now I'm relaxed, and I'm gonna be pissed, mad, because I've just spent like €2 and something to try and push those guys over the edge. Serbia. Okay, okay, that's okay. I can see the appeal. Samo mi se spava. Spava? Is that the name of the song? Samo mi se spava. They are Norway. Yeah, I mean Norway doesn't surprise me. Malta is weak. Netherlands is done for. It's either Norway or Latvia. Azerbaijan is a bit weak. Either Norway or Latvia, but please Latvia. Let it be Latvia. It's Alessandra. I don't know. Alessandra is good. She was the opener. Please Latvia. Please Latvia. Please. Let it be Latvia. You know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not very happy. As I said, I'm not the biggest fan of her voice. Was she the one who went to a too low of a register for a bit? Yes, I think so. I would have to review my own recording. Oh God. Well, so it seems that I have to do a live stream on Saturday. I'll have to do a live stream on Saturday. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Okay, now for a quick recap. Now they are showing the... They are... Why... Is this alphabetic order? I think so. Exactly. No, Finland. It's not. Oh, it's the order of announcement. Yeah. I guess. It's nice. Israel, I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean... No, plagiarism. So, very good at say. And they cut off, I mean, she was very much in tune by the end, which is something she had a little bit of trouble with in her national semifinal, no, national final actually, here in FDC, and she had some trouble with it in one of, or the other, I mean one of the pre-parties I believe. She did talk about that in one of her interviews, that it's the high note is not a problem for her. I mean, Alessandra, well, I don't think she's gonna win. I mean, I don't know. I'm very curious to see where did we end up in the scoring, in the scoreboard. Now, I want to see. I think we're gonna have a press conference, a winners press conference. I don't think we're gonna see it right now. Maybe she'll be interviewed by the RTP team. I hope so. Are we gonna have? It's now 11 past 10. Will she be interviewed by RTP? I'll just wait. I'll just wait to see what happens. Let me see here on the TV guide. Oh no! Discussion on Lisbon Airport. You know what? I think I'm going to, when this finishes, I think I'm going to change to RTP News, Channel 3. And see the night edition. Maybe they will give well, I want to know very much about the Lisbon airport, but oh no, this is Putin RTP. It's 360 degrees. No, I don't think we have anything on RTP about this. You know what? I want to see this program, but I'm gonna just mute it and just record some closing thoughts. Okay, so Mimicat is on the final. Despite the translation not being great, despite the staging having its shortcomings. As a matter of fact, I think because I was like focused on I don't know, on the moment. I wasn't paying that much attention, but I will see the recording again, give it a look, and see just the details, and they will too probably, and have a proper reaction or maybe some comments later on or something. Even if not now, I mean, I'm gonna rest and do other stuff. But I'm happy. I'm obviously happy, even if she doesn't end on like the left side of the scoreboard. She always said that she went to Festival da Canção, not even Eurovision. She went to Festival da Canção to show her music, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know the great band, the Casino Royale, or her songs even. I mean, here's the thing: she's very eclectic in terms of style, and I have listened to her albums. And look, I'm not the biggest fan of that pop kind of style, but she does seem to change a lot from time to time, from album to album. So I'm going to keep tabs on her career because she's a really good singer. And look, maybe see a live concert or two. I don't know, and see where she goes from here. Because yeah, she seems like a great professional and a nice person, like a nice wholesome artist. And I'm all for Portuguese artists making it, both here and out there. And I wish no ill to anyone, even when they do bad stuff. And you know what? Actually, there's something I've been meaning to say, and I can tack it to the end of this video. I could make it on a different video, but this is like a bonus for the few that hung on until the end. I've recently heard of a potential. No, I cannot tell this. I have to check in with to the person who told me this, if I'm even allowed to mention this. But it's a little teaser. I may have some tea, and I'm not gonna name names, but I may have some tea on on Portuguese musician shenanigans. And again, I'll never name names because I don't want to shame people. But yeah, but I'll give you a hint. It is tangentially related to something that really bothered me today. So I'll let you fill in the blanks. But anyway, I'm forgetting about that. I'm very happy about her qualification, because she'll get another chance, yet a few more days of media exposure, and yet another live performance. And this one will be even bigger, because everyone will vote. Everyone will be able to vote. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see on a broader European context how popular her song is, and her persona and staging is. And yeah, I wish her all the best. I hope RTP can and her, like, they have more. I hope they have more rehearsals, and that she can, like, buff out the rough edges on her performance and make it even better. I don't think the staging is going to change. I mean, by this point, we know that there are no miracles. I really don't think there will be many changes to it. But yeah, overall, I'm impressed. I'm happy with her show, and with the show. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I think it was overrated. You know, I don't think that in 10 years' time we will remember all these songs. Maybe one or two. Maybe the winner. Maybe Loreen, obviously, because she won Eurovision before, and well, if she wins, then she'll have 2 songs to sing in these events. I hope that she doesn't run a third time. That's one thing I didn't like about Loreen being a winner. On these Eurovision events, she got to sing 2 songs. I mean, If we wanted, we would send Salvador Sobral and he would sing Amar pelos dois and the crowd would go wild and he would sing a beautiful ballad or even a more upbeat song and he would win. Just by having a great voice, he would win. We're just not doing that because that's boring. You know, for in the grand contest, the grand scheme of things, that's boring, and he doesn't want to do that either. You know, so yeah, I wouldn't say I'm mad about Loreen running, but at the same time, I don't think I like the special treatment that she gets. It's like almost as if she's one of the big five just because she was a winner before. I mean, you know, like chill, like yeah, she has a new song. Let's focus on the new song. Oh, but the fans want to hear Euphoria. Yeah, okay, sure. What about the other contestants? How do they feel about that? You know, I mean, it's not a Loreen concert. Contest, yeah, it's all hers. It's not a Loreen concert, you know. It's an Eurovision concert. So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I know I sound a little bit salty, but put yourself in the contestant's shoes. How would you feel, right? Oh, she's this diva. She already won. And the feeling I've got is that she doesn't even mix that much with the others. Maybe I'm being completely unfair. Maybe she's being the nicest person in going to all the events and all of that. But the feeling I get is that like Mimicat is as old as Loreen, but behaving as if she was a teenager, like doing all the fun activities. And she speaks of the kids. Kids, some of them are kids by our standards. I'm the same age as Mimicat. They are kids, and she says, "Oh yeah, we are all here to show ourselves in this world, European/world stage." You know, and then there's Loreen, who doesn't really need this. I mean, I think. But anyway, if she wins, obviously it's because her song is good and she's a good singer. I'm not calling that into question. I stand by my assessment of the staging, but I think they kind of saved it with you know all those shots, those very closed shots. But the few shots where you could see the little box, I'm like, seriously, like they cannot own it. They cannot own that staging. They have to disguise it. Um, well, in the same way we have to disguise it, and I think SVT was megalomaniac, but you know, we shouldn't expect SVT to not spend their money in something flashy. In the same way that I don't expect RTP to start making a poorer Festival da Canção just to save money for or time. Well, time. Let's go there. Let's get there in a moment. Just to save money for the Eurovision, but I do think that they should make it earlier so that we can prepare accordingly. We're not SVT. SVT. We are not SVT. SVT had the Melfest in the same day as RTP had the Festival da Canção. And look at what SVT managed to do and what RTP did. And BBC, whatever. But they had to work in close contact. They both had to work in close contact with the BBC and the EBU. And SVT pulled it off. RTP barely scraped by because they have an insanely great singer. But if we had an insanely great staging, maybe we would be having a different conversation. Maybe I wouldn't even be nervous thinking whether Portugal was going to qualify or not. Mimicat was going to qualify or not. I mean, I would be certain. Obviously, they will qualify. That wasn't a given. That wasn't certain. So yeah, in a sense, you know, that's the short. It's not short, but that's the short of it. I'm happy, but yeah, we really dodged the bullet there. I mean, I think we probably qualified in, I don't know, maybe 8th or 9th place, and I hope that I eat my own shoe, like eat my own words. And well, the shoe, that's when you're being proud. I hope I'm wrong. Let's put it this way. I hope I'm very wrong and that Mimicat qualified in like a higher spot. That would be a very pleasant surprise. That would mean that we stood a chance of really making it big in the final. But I'm not too sure. You know, like with this whole staging thing, I'm not too sure. But for Mimicat, I know this is a victory. Every extra foot or mile she goes is always a victory. So congratulations, Mimicat. Like, especially the artist and her dancers and her dancers. And to a certain extent, yes, the team did the staging and the lighting, and the stylist, the fashion designer. Because here's the thing: people keep talking about because Dean, or I think Dean Walves, I think is his name. Oh, because he's this or that. Yeah, he's hit or miss. All creatives have their highs and lows, and he's risky. Like he risks stuff, and some of it looked kind of corny. I'm not a fashion expert, but I understand why some people didn't like some of what he did. But yeah, there is some coherence to what he did. And they say, oh, he destroyed Conan Osiris's performance. I don't think he did. I think, again, Conan Osiris suffered from problems in production, and maybe his song was just too weird. Like, the Portuguese people do not understand. Like, it's almost as if we went through such a great drought of good entries that we finally won with a really weird one, and then we thought, well, let's go weird, and everything, like, even if it's weird, everything will do well. We should be mindful that it doesn't work that way. Being weird means that it will be memorable, remembered, but sometimes we'll not even make it to the final. And I actually prefer it that way than going safe and doing boring stuff, and yeah, maybe end up in 6th place here and there, but it's like always mediocre. So I do like our approach, and I'm actually proud of Conan Osiris. Conan Osiris's attempt. I think so. I mean, it was an interesting song. I liked it. I kind of forgot about it, as I said before. There was this snippet I didn't even recognize. It sounded familiar, but I didn't know what it was. It didn't have his voice, so to my credit, I it's hard to automatically recognize it. It just goes to show just how timeless his kind of orchestration is. It was really weird, but at the same time really contemporary. It felt new, fresh. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy, and I would feel a little bit frustrated if this had failed, because after all that work in translating, recording, doing reaction videos, lauding her abilities, and then just see it die on the vine, it would be sad. It would be sad. It also comes down to my investment in it. Obviously, I invested time. I was a little bit emotionally invested in it as well. But I'm always emotionally invested on this kind of stuff as a Portuguese person. And it's not like nationalism or anything, or even patriotism. It's just I like Portuguese music, and I am a Portuguese musician. I'm not a professional. I don't have a group. I don't have a band. I have a choir. I sing in a choir. None of them care for this, I think, or almost none of them care for this kind of the Eurovision thing. But here's the thing: I'm eclectic. I like Portuguese bands, like rock bands and indie bands, and obviously classical musicians and historically informed musicians and contemporary musicians. And yeah, to some extent, these Eurovision Song Contest contestants, because these contestants are actually regular Portuguese pop musicians who try to make it big on an European stage. That's what some of my friends. This really it makes me sad. I mean, they think, oh, it almost like going to Eurovision is like as if you are like debasing yourself. I don't see it that way. I mean, I invite them to listen to the Latvian song and tell me it's not good. I mean, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna show it and show this to some people and say, yeah, what do you like this song? What do you think of this new band I found? And expect for the reaction. I should record a reaction and write, hey, yeah, can you guess where I listened to this? They may say on your car, on Radar, which is this radio station that like this indie rock radio station. Maybe they will say, oh yeah, probably Radar or Spotify. No, in Eurovision. I want to see their faces because that's the beauty of it. It's yeah, of course you have to wait through 2 hours of Europop just to find this nugget, but I think it's worth it. It's worth it because it shows care from the people who voted for it, or the musicians who played and everything. You know, the whole team. Yeah, it shows care, and then I respect that. I respect it because I do like the message, the political message behind it, like united by music. And, you know, because I'm an Europeist. Like I'm obviously skeptical of some of the inner workings of the European Union, or not just some, a lot of them. But even though they are independent entities, the European Union and the EBU, but I mean the values are still somewhat the same, and I feel very European. I am not just Portuguese, I'm European, and I want to see what my fellow European musicians are doing and what my fellow European music listeners are rooting for, even if I don't like it. I just stop myself there from saying less than a nice word. But yeah, that's the thing. I want to know what's happening. It's just keeping tabs on things. Even if I'm not a fan. So yeah, good people of Eurovision. This was my live reaction and my wrap up, at least for now, of this very interesting event. Let's call it that. This show, and I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if I'll see you on Saturday, but if I'm on this couch, it will be live for a change, as a an experiment, and see. I have almost no subscribers, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, have a nice day, have a nice week. Enjoy the second semifinal. I'm probably not going to react to it. I have a lot to do, and I still have a lot to do. I really wanted to know if Mimicat made it, and to see her chances live in real time. But I mean, maybe I will watch it on the privacy of my own home, and to at least see what we are up against and see who makes it to the final. That should give me some pointers. Or maybe I will react, because I do like reacting to music live. I sometimes surprise myself. I think, oh, I don't know that much about music. I think I do. It's just spotty, you know. I don't I don't know a lot about mainstream music, but I apparently can see quality in stuff that people would dismiss outright and say, no, this person has some interesting references right here. This is good, and I like this for some reason or another. But yeah. So yes, have a nice day, have a nice week, and see you soon. And even if I don't do a live react, I will do some wrap up on Eurovision. You know, it's the least I could do with all this hype around Mimicat, and then, you know, around this special edition of Eurovision. So yeah. So see you later.